Damn. Just realized. Oh, rookie error, man. I've been doing this every day for 3 months and I just forgot to turn the mic on. I was so excited to get started. Alright, so let's just quick recap. A blessing for the stream today. I hope it fills your heart with positivity and joy, and that you feel you're connected to other people like you as you tune in and figure out what some random guy from Cape Town is doing in Ableton today. I release Ableton Live music packs, self-contained, 0 dependencies, no missing samples, VSTs or plugins. Check the link in the description for the free stuff. You can become a patron, paid or free. You'll get an email when I release something new, like I did today. And you are also welcome to just join into the live streams 2 p.m. UTC on weekdays. That's today, 2 p.m., which is 9 a.m. in the States, 4 p.m. here in Cape Town. Okay, So, sorry about that rookie error, and just to catch you up, I've been working a little bit on this track 3, which I've just forked right now, and I'm going to be starting again, basically from scratch. Let's do it. Let's do the delete. Ah, it sucks. Okay, I did the delete. Now what's up is starting from scratch, starting something new, and I'm going to dip into the reference track, which is this one long 2-hour piece of different musical tracks for the game Cyberpunk 2077. I pick a reference track, something I want to emulate. Unfortunately, I can't actually play it for you because I'll get flagged on YouTube for copyright. So I'm just going to noodle around. That one I've done. Okay, so we're looking for like aggressive sounds, maybe something like, done a lot of like action type of music. I realized that with this type of stuff, whatever you think, if you think your stuff is like hard or, you know, like fitting a certain vibe, you probably got to times it by 2 just to get the sound that people are actually looking for. That's what I found, at least. I tend to be a bit gentle, and what I've realized now is that unless it's like punching you in the face, your average listener isn't going to get it. Now, whether or not you want to serve your average listener, that's your decision. I'm at a point now where I'd like to see more of these tracks appear in games and videos and indie productions, and I'd like to be paid for them. So YouTube is a good way to sort of test the waters like that. People will respond to the stuff that works, and in my experience, the stuff that has worked has been stuff that punches you in the face. So and also stuff that sounds a lot like existing references, which is why I'm not creating anything original. Retro Plays is here. RP, what is good? How are you doing, friend? Keeping well today, I hope. How's your mindset? Are you in a good space? How's your week going? Are you creating? Are you keeping things busy? Okay. You can't really hear what I'm doing right now, but I'm scrubbing through this track. Yeah, this is a good one. Okay, let's go with this one. I'm going to go with a house beat, just because what I heard now is very housey, so let's go with that. Somewhere here there's going to be a house beat. There we go. Now we're going to go with tap tempo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, call it 135. Now put on a click track. You're doing well there, RP. Nice to see you. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3. Very 90s. There we go. Coming up for the loop. There we go. And there's the loop. Now I just hit Control U to quantize that. Okay, that's a very aggressive sounding kick, and that's kind of the idea. I wanted it to be very aggressive. I'm getting the hang of this style of music. The stuff that I'm making now is cyberpunk themes, cyberpunk influenced themes, literally emulating, copying is such a dirty word. I'm emulating the Cyberpunk 2077 game soundtrack. And another thing that I'm trying to achieve is the building of a library of sounds, so you can see that on the left over here. So far I've got a couple of basses, some kits and things that I've been making along the way. Right now what I'm aiming for is to build on to find a new bass line. So I'm going to head over to, I think sounds is a good place to start. I mean, I've used this one before, abdominal bass. It's an Ableton standard, so let's get that in there under bass, and we'll just have something to play with. Good. Question is whether or not it should be a mono or panning left and right. Some stereo width. I'm going to go with stereo width now, just to change things up, because I've been using mono basses the whole time. We can always put a subwoofer in the middle of it and then just mono the sub out. Okay, so let's go ahead with this. The sound I'm going for is almost an arpeggiator, so let's go with an arp bass. Getting quicker at this now. Cool. There we go, cool. And I want double that time. Now, a cool effect is when you take the glide of this and okay, let's take the sustain value down. That'll chop it. That's the effect I'm going for. There we go. This is the sound we're going for. Spammers. I should just answer the phone and be like, hey, you're live. Okay, let's get the kick in there and play it through. Here we go. I want this to just be a little bit more, it's beautiful in that it's just, it's filthy. Okay, and we're gonna just solo out the reference track again. Okay, great. Gilp2, what's up? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Do you know that live? Gilp2 says, do you know at live 12.4 version is out? While you may upgrade in the future, the way great track. Sorry, half of that's your message is obscured by my screen, but Ableton 12 I heard is out today, isn't it? Is it today? 5th of March, I think I heard somewhere that it was out today. Ableton 12. Upgrading is not a priority for me. I am fine with Ableton 11 for now. One of the reasons I don't want to upgrade is because I release these packs as self-contained templates, and as far as I know, Ableton is not backwards compatible, which means if I upgrade to version 12 now, I'm excluding a lot of the people who might, download the packs, because if they download a pack on 12, then they're unable to open it in their version of Live 11. So actually, I'm incentivized to release as old Ableton project as possible. But I get that that's like a disadvantage because people want the new stuff. They want new effects and stuff, and I don't have half the Ableton 11 effects because this is 11.0. So I'm kind of lagging a little bit behind, but my hope is that, by showing people what you can do with a more basic version of Ableton, and then releasing those files, sure, go ahead, download the stuff, and then you can always open it up in Ableton 12 and make it your own, change the parts out or whatever. That's why I release them as self-contained packs. Does that make sense? Cool, here we go. I'm just listening to something in the background. That's quite a heavy sounding beat. It's the I did check out, was it you yesterday recommended the Solar 42, I think it was. I went and checked that out today. It's super rad, an ambient noise machine. Let's take it out. Okay, this thing's gonna get old very quick, so I'm gonna just change the kick, just taking it one over. That's quite nice. I'm trying to match the key here. There's a sound This sounds good and there's a sound that doesn't sound good. C minor, let's go with it. It's F minor, F sharp minor. Let's do some more action stuff. Like, here we go, I'm gonna take this down. 4. It drops out a little bit, which is nice. I want to just nudge that over a bit. Nudge it over a little bit and change the... No, I don't want that. Take it back. Okay, actually it was working better without the nudging. That's how I want it to sound, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta go with your ear, right? Let's try this. Okay, I know what I want now. I want it to not end. Nah, let's go. Dun, dun. Okay, I want these guys to end. I'm going for something quite specific here, as you can maybe hear or see. I want the 16 end, but not the... A little bit of bite on the top end. That's a nice opening scene. Good. Okay, let's change over to... let's just hear out some influence here. Karma, good evening, John. Hello, Karma. Welcome back. Nice to see you again. Starting to think about you guys, like, in my off time. I'm like, hey, oh, those dudes. It's nice to see you showing up all the time. I've checked out some of the recommendations. Was it you that you recommended yesterday that I check out, not the Solar 42 synth, but it was a channel or something, and I did check it out earlier. I'm trying to remember what it was. Or was it the Solar 42 synth? One of the two. Yes, also I checked out Signs of Life, which is another live streamer who does more like, he's in the ambient space, and yeah, I mean, it's just inspiring. You know, I'm kind of new to YouTube, and I'm enjoying this process of like getting to know people and getting to know how things work, and yeah, just showing up. You know, right now I'm working on track 4 of 10, and it's called track 4, and I am putting together this kind of. It sounds like early 80s. It sounds like that New Order, you know, the Blade soundtrack, which is very much on point. This is, you know, cyberpunk dystopian vibes. Okay, now we need one of these wavetable synths again. Definitely need an abrasive sounding wavetable synth. This one's not bad, but I feel like it's just too gentle actually. So what if we took away some of the reverb and just messed around with the sound, killed the delay, killed the echo, which is a type of reverb. That's nice. And now what if we ran that through a distortion effect? So let's just get a real basic Ableton distortion effect and see how that sounds. Oh, that's also quite nice disto. I've used those ones before, but actually we're looking for an audio effect here. Drive in color, that's where they save it. None of these are particularly good, these distortion effects, but let's just give it a bash. Let's give it a fair bash. Why is that double triggering? Okay, so it's really beefing up the end. It's got a tail, this thing. Let's take it back in space. Okay, it looks like we've got a second voice. No, it's not that. It's in the right direction. It's just a little bit harsh. See, I just push it once, and it double triggers it, which is now I've got to solve this problem. Okay, come on, we can do it. Okay, it wasn't that. Wasn't the amp. Right, let's see. Chorus. No, it's still doing that. It's going to be... Once I let go, it is triggering something else. Okay, maybe I will not spend too much time on this again. What is stereo? It's beefing up the... I think I know what it is. There it is, got it. It's this analog device over here. Cool, so taking that off, let's go back to where we were. Yeah, that's it, definitely. Okay, so now we've got a harsh, abrasive sounding synth without a lot of reverb on it, but we do want reverb on it. Reverb's not the problem here. That's evil, it's distorting the reverb, so let's take the reverb to the other side of the distortion and the chain. It's actually not distortion, it's not what I'm looking for. What if we just used a regular reverb? Okay, let's go with hybrid reverb again. I'm going to take the drum kit silo, let's see how that works. Disable echo and play with. Not really the sound, but we're going in the right direction. Reversal protocol, what does that sound like? This is going to give me a reversed reverb sound, of course. That's big, that's big. In the context of the mix, it's going to be hard to play because of the timing. So let's first carry on with trying to find the right sounding reverb. I'm just playing with a couple of patches here. Definitely not. And we'll keep going down this list on the left. You can't see it, but it's there. I promise it's there. Okay. None of these special effects are doing well, so we're going with space. It's got that very echoey reverb sound, and I don't think this is the right distortion effect for it. So I'm going to just mess around. I'm just screwing around with sounds here, trying to find the right combination. Yeah, so let's keep on this. I'm just going to run this in the background while we go, just so I can stay in the vibe. And in the meantime, what I'm looking for here is a specific sounding pad. It sounds like Form, Native Instruments, or Reactor, a Reactor patch called Form. But because I'm releasing zero dependency Ableton Live projects, I can't actually just use Form itself, because what if the end user who downloads the pack doesn't have Form? Then it's a waste of their time. So I'm using out-the-box library Ableton devices, and I'm going to start with the actual instrument. The wavetable is my best chance of finding what I'm looking for. So wavetable it is. Let's go over to, there it is. Let's go over to the wavetable and find a pad. Definitely pad, definitely, or maybe effect. Yeah, that kind of thing is useful. Let's try these. Can't really hear them. Let's try. Okay, we're going to remove dark and fragile as a pad and just add this airplane wave sound in. Very nice. That's exactly what I'm kind of going for. We're going to use that regardless. Now I'm going to take the pitch bend wheel on this keyboard, which lives right over here, and do some screaming sounds. That's very nice. Try it lower. Okay, let's get that in here. Just going to go for it. Again. Okay, we'll fine tune that now. So this sound over here. Let's cut the lows and dip the res a little bit. So I don't want it to be so screamy. And then let's try and get some. So that's dark, that's completely dry, and we could actually just get a wet sound in there. Okay, good. So fine tuning this stuff as we go. I am just looking for appropriate sounding patches for this piece of music, and what I want to try and do now, yeah, you see there it's got an LFO which is shaping it as we go. Poly this, take it up to 4. I'm not really getting the pitch bend sound that I'm going for. I want it to sort of sound like it's stuff's like, whoa, man, like getting out of control. I just stepped into the club and things just went upside down, you know? Okay, so there is a way to do that. You can go envelope pitch, give it a negative value. Whoa, that's quite fun, but not what I want. So I've got envelope 3 here, going to, yeah, this thing over here, slope value, okay. Let's try to do what I did, but backwards. Envelope 3 on the matrix here is going to be, sorry, on the MIDI, and the MPE, no, not MPE, matrix. Pitch. That's kind of what I'm going for, yeah. So let's go over to envelope 3 and make it very slow. There we go, closer. Now I'm going to just shape that by taking the res down a little bit. And also at the same time, let's just remove Okay, LFO1, it is actually going to LFO2. I want to just rid myself of these things. It's very interesting. Very interesting synth this. There we go. That's it. Now let's hear it again. In the mix. Going to take it halfway, not the whole way. Quad saw. Let's do this. I forgot, I've actually recorded the MIDI pitch bend data, so we don't want that. Let's try it without. Let's try it without, okay. No. Good, and now let's take it back here and just remove some of this resonance. I don't like the resonance. The frequency is good, but not the resonance. Okay, here we go. It sounds a little bit more like the original sample, which I really liked. Quad saw. There you go. It's got a bit of a screamy vibe to it, but you can see there quad saw is being triggered and cuts off there. Now we need another source of sound to take over where that screaming sound sort of left off. So let's try that. We can also give this a little bit of this LFO does need a little bit of love, like towards the end. So what I'm going to do is change the gain to LFO1 and negative. That should start to chop. No, not working. Okay, let's oscillate at 2 gain, that's why. Let's try this. There we go. That's what I'm after. But now instead of 100, yeah, let's just go to hertz and change it to not 164, but that's it. So there's a slow onset, an attack value, which you'll hear it only kicks in as we go a bit later. So here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4. We could take the attack value really high and then make it only start really low, close to the end. Here we go. Good amount. Cool, this sounds good. We're getting somewhere for sure. Good. Finding the way, because I'm looking in the wavetable category of the library, and what I'm finding is all of these interesting sounds that I like under the effects subcategory. So instead of looking for pads or pianos or whatever, I'm looking for crazy sounds. Okay, so if you just joined, what I'm doing is I'm sound hunting. I make Ableton Live templates, and here's how one of them sounds. Well, I love this. That's my sound, man. That's my trademark. You want to hear it? Here we go. That's filthy. Okay, in the context. So you can hear the screaming, that white noise sound. 2, 3, 4. There's a second sound to fill in the blank left by that. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, and I'm playing the key now. Two, 3, and we'll have a third sound later. So actually, a lot of this comes down to the interplay between these two sounds. So let's fine tune these two sounds a little bit. I want this to cut out more rapidly. A lot of a lot of this music that I'm referencing, the Cyberpunk 2077 soundtrack, I'm starting to see the patterns in the way that the music is composed. For example, this over here, MIDI control. Let's just go to volume. Sorry, now I'm looking for mixer and speaker on. I'm literally going to cut it off right here so that it doesn't make a sound after this. It shouldn't make a sound after that, at least. Let's give it a listen. There you go. So it totally cuts off, which is exactly what I'm going for. Cool. So this is like intentional stuff. Let me go back to session view and take this up. And we're just going to fine-tune the play between these two patches, these two. Okay, let's widen that out a bit. Let's see what's going on. I think it helps if they're kind of like siblings, you know? Okay, let's take a look at what's going on in the matrix here. The amp envelope, nothing much. Okay, cool. Let's see what's going on. I see it's cooking. Let's try and make it last longer than here. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Cool, I like that. And now we're going to they both should have a little bit of delay. I like that. Good. Nice tension. Good. I like how this one's got a knob called loud. Wonder what that does. Reverb decay wavefold. Let's just hear how this sounds. Let's play this thing a bit. It's visually very cool, this part over here. Cool. So I'm screwing around with Ableton's wavetable device. Oh, it's got a nice vibe to it. That's even nicer. Let's take that. Let's hear that, how it sounds here. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Just want to tighten that up. Make sure it starts on the beat, not a second or a millisecond before. Cool. I want the resonance back up actually. After all of that, I want this to sound like a very obvious sort of filter thing going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, here we go. Oh no, wait, that's not going to work. This is the type of sound that I've been neglecting, that what I just did there. Let's do that, what I just did. Alright, so I'm going to take this clip over here. It should actually show me the filter frequency because it's the last touched parameter. Now if I climb it all the way to the end of this clip and just kill it off at like 5.6, listen to this. I'm going to do it in the mix. Here's the ambience. Here we go. There we go. And we can have a third sound coming in there. Right now, hiking up the resonance should make a hell of a difference. Let's hear it. And put some drive on it too. Yes. Okay, good. Nice basis. This is usually how it starts. Like you start strong and then fiddle a bit and come back to it later. I'm happy with the direction that it's going. It sounds like some filthy underground nightclub. Let me just take a little breather here. This is quite intense, you know, just composing and talking and stuff at the same time. Yeah, you should have a sound that is my piano now. Let's just do a palette cleanser, as they call it. All right, I'm gonna just. I wish I had a second camera so I could do this properly, but I'm just gonna tilt it like this for now, and you can see a little bit more of the room. Hey, that's actually quite nice. That's quite a nice angle. That I might use that. Let's see how it vibes if I do that. And if I move that over. Working out some vibes here, guys, and now I can actually just head over here. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Someone walking in the room now going, this ain't Cyberpunk, bro. Let's flip over back to this side. I'm just taking a little breather here, a little palette cleanser. I hope that's cool with everybody. Let's flip this out of the way so you can check out what's going on here. So yeah, that's a better angle. I think I'm going to use that angle going forward. Yeah, you can see this thing at least. Yeah. Just 1 or 2 rounds of that is all I need to kind of clear the palette, and we can get back into this. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. You really do need that mental break though, so cool. Let's get the comments back up. I want to test out this new vibing layout. Just screwing around with different layouts here, and this is quite cool. I like this one. Can't really see much. Maybe I could put the comments down there. Anyway. That's not bad. Okay. Whatevs, we've got an idea for a whole pad sequence thing. Okay, let's stop there and just see what other kinds of sounds might be appropriate for this piece of music. So I know that one I've used quite a few times, but I haven't used it very high. So let's get some what they call melodic content in there. And first thing first, take the rate up to as fast as it goes, really. Let's see how this sounds. Sounds too bad. Not really. Not really what I'm going for. Now let's just clip the gate a little bit here. Let's also just clip the amp has got a high release value, so if we did that instead, we'd get better results. This is cool. I like this. I like this very much. Let's try it with the rest of the track. 2, 3, 4. Cool. Now we're going to MIDI map this to here. No, that's already been used. The gate, that's what I'm after, yeah. Gate and cut off together, so like this. Okay, good. Want to do just make one change, which is that the gate's max amount shouldn't be 200, it should be like 100 or 80. Let's see how that sounds. No, it's still too much. I want the gate amount to not be ever get beyond clippy. So here we go. That's a cool sound, yeah. You can do really cool stuff with just default Ableton devices, which is why I release all these packs as standalones with you know, just literally just the onboard library devices. So here we go. The cool thing about this patch is if we wanted to okay, I've got an F sharp minor arpeggio going over this. I don't know about the actual arpeggiation of it, it's just what we maybe getting a bit melodic. Let's take it up an octave and try that. That sounds a bit better. Let's keep it in this range. Even though I usually go down for this type of music, I think it works better if it's just in this range. Okay, so let's try the effect that I was going for now, which is just having these dotty sounding intersection and waiting for that big explosion sound to finish, and then just kind of finish the phrase with this, and then back down to the bottom. Okay, so let's try that. And 1, 2, 3, record. Slowly pitch it up. You can see in the bottom right that blue filter line. And then full on here. And then we repeat that. Okay. So let's cut off the... that's cool. Should have the automation recorded. Yeah, it does. It's not Not here, it's in the arpeggiator. It's going to be here. Unless I didn't record it. Yeah, it's not doing anything. Let's record it again, so we should have it here, yeah. 1, 2, 3, and it's also out of sync because it's a 9-bar phrase. Let's try it again. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Building, building, building. There we go, just like that. Now it starts really low. It should build up. I hope it builds up because I did record it. The arpeggiator. It's not recording it. Why is it not recording it? It's annoying. Record automation. That's this one here, right? You can see it's recording. It's because I'm recording automation, not modulation. That's why. Let's try it again, record automation. Just see if that worked. No, it didn't. Why not? How annoying. Okay, let's try it again. Got issues here trying to record the automation. I've got a MIDI map, as you can hear, but it's not picking it up on Ableton's recording ability. It's this one here. There it is, cool. Okay, I screwed up there. I'm like an OG, I know like all the basics of Ableton, but I don't actually know how to do the more advanced stuff because I'm like a 40-year-old dad with an Ableton hobby. But I do release quality, and if you want to hear what that sounds like, you can just Google my name and also check out the stuff on Patreon. There is a link to free stuff in the channel description of this channel. If you're into Ableton, self-contained Ableton packs, 0 dependencies, that's what I do. I make Ableton library music, basically, using only library effects. Okay, let's try this. 2, 3, 4, here we go. Okay, we're going to take it to the arpeggiator and check a cut out. And we'll start it here, 2, 3, 4. Let's give it a little bit of juice just before. And now we're going to start the climb. And this last bar is all about this guy. That's it. Okay, good. And just remove these naughty Ableton. Okay, good. Naughty, naughty. Go away. There we go, cool. Good, that's the sound I was going for. Now I am going to spend the last few minutes of the stream just duplicating this entire section, which is going to be there we go. I want to make sure the range has got the full 2 octaves of ability. Whoa, man, 20 views. I just hit 20 views. That is an all-time high for me. Thanks for joining in, dudes. This is super rad to have you here. 20 views. I cannot believe my luck. But jokes aside, it is nice to see the numbers growing. I mean, it's not why I'm doing it, but it does certainly help, you know, train the algo to recognize my power. I'm loving this, man. I want to do this all day and night. Every day, every night. Let's give it some juice here. Ah, I hear a problem, kids, and you know what that is? It's that this entire part is not going around the sides of my head. That's cool, but the second one needs to be so LFO2, I want the pan parameter to go to that. I should know this by now. Hang on, I'll do this. how do we get the pan parameter on the wavetable to look at this thing jumping around. Whoa, look at all those parameters, man. Is it position? Unison? No. Do we even have a pan ability here, or is it always gonna have to be done through... That's cool too. It's always gonna have to be done through the auto pan device, which is just as good. I mean, sometimes I wonder why even bother looking for stuff which, when you've got the problem solver right in front of you, you're like, no, I want to learn how to do it properly, I want to learn how to do it better. And meanwhile it's like, you know, time is ticking. Let's take the shape up to there. Oh, that's nice. It's everywhere except the center, which is what I like. That's also quite cool. Oh, the spin parameter is quite nice. Okay. This has got a nice organic quality to it, so it stops becoming like notes and starts becoming like a flavor. Let's hear it in the mix. It really jumps out at you, that last section. I'm not hearing enough of it here though. I'm still not hearing it enough. Now it sounds like it's choppy, you know, the artifacts coming in there, I don't really want those either. Okay. Alright, so we're fine-tuning this thing. I'm going to do a second and a third pass on these tracks. So how I work is, check it out, here is where we are right now is track 4. Okay, so I've been working on the Cyberpunk stuff for a couple of weeks, and I'm on track 4. I'm giving myself 10 days per track complete. So I'll do like 2 days on the track, or maybe 3, and then I'll move on to track 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I'll go to 10, and then come back for a second pass on everything. That's how I work. Let me know how you work, let me know what you're doing, and let me know what brings you to the stream. I'm here every day, 2 p.m. UTC, and I'm seeing a lot of new faces, which is super cool, because I love meeting people into Ableton and you know, have a few minutes to chat to me every day. It's very, very cool. I'm starting to think of you guys in my off time. I'm like, yeah, I wonder what Karma's doing. I don't know anything about them. Would walk past them in the street, couldn't name the continent they live on, but it's nice to know that there's someone out there called Karma who shows up to the streams, you know? It's, some might say, good karma. Did you get it? I don't like this anymore. I think the direction it's gone in is completely, absolutely the wrong direction. I loved it a minute ago, and now I hate it. I think I know why. There we go, that's the problem. Too much amount. Okay, right on, dudes. So let's keep it cracking. What am I doing? Making cyberpunk music. I'm going to be releasing these patches in a couple of weeks. There's a steady stream of stuff already coming out, so this train is moving. I just released a new one on Patreon today. It might be a free one. If not, check out the free stuff on Patreon. Link in the channel description. My goal is to is just provide completely self-contained Ableton packs to producers who are maybe new to, you know, Ableton and learning how to make music, to get a sense of how it all works. You don't have to start from scratch. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm going to wrap it up now with this crazy beat, and then we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a bit of a frazzled day because I've got work meetings all day, but big love from me. I will see you guys tomorrow. It is super rad to see 22 views of this stream. That is beyond my next level. I've actually got a bit of headroom here just in case, you know, I get blown away by the number of streams that start happening. No, okay, so all screwing around aside, big love, nice to see you guys again, and I will be back tomorrow. Chat soon. Take it easy.